This is the story of the Singapore architectural firm behind some of our most beloved buildings. The Esplanade, the Sports Hub, even Golden Mall Complex. They were all designed and built by our own DP Architects, a Singapore firm that is now creating iconic structures all around the world, with 16 offices and a reach of over 75 countries. I'm Yvonne Chan, and this is how they keep growing. Hi, Chi Huang. For Singapore companies that are looking to expand internationally, what do you think are some of the top few considerations that they have to look at?
I would say the first key factor will be understanding their, or in this case, DP's kind of experience, our own unique selling point. It's that edge that we can bring in,
Your
our
value
experiences that we've learned from Singapore.
So it's like wearing the Singapore brand very proudly, knowing what you bring to the table as a Singapore company. I think that's really great advice. Which markets did you bet on, and where were the hits and the misses?
We started in the mid-70s in terms of our internationalization journey, and Malaysia was the first country. And then in the 80s, there was China. That was when we had a bit of hard knocks, some lessons learned.
What happened there?
We didn't get paid for our commission work, and but we wrote that off as tuition fees. Because that experience has also taught us the complexity, the intricacy of working overseas. But it was a good lesson learned, though it took us about another 10 years before we decided to go back into China.
What was different this time around?
So we did it in a more strategic way, I'll say. We also had help. And I think at that point of time, a large form of support was from Enterprise Singapore. They provided a lot of invaluable services, assistance to help us start up our offices in China.
Drawing on the support from Enterprise Singapore, how did it help DP Architects navigate different cultural norms and social contexts?
They are very crucial for firms setting up presence in a foreign context and country, which many a times we are less familiar or really an unknown territories for us. Enterprise Singapore helps DP, and I would say many Singaporean businesses and firms to really start off with the right footing. The presence that we had set up together with ESG's kind of support over the years that have helped us build the kind of trust and the kind of connection that we have in China. And I think extending to that, we further leveraged on this support system to grow our other regional offices in ASEAN as well as in Turkey and Saudi.
What accounts for DPA's success overseas?
First is definitely the Singapore brand. I'll say the second factor, coming back to DP, is how we develop and evolve in tandem to our nation building. It allows us over the past 5 decades to build our portfolio of works, experiences, and also importantly, grow our capabilities beyond architecture. And with that, our 16 offices, spanning from
16, wow.
Shanghai all the way to London.
Yeah.
And we hope we can continue to grow.
You're so internationalized now. You have a presence in the Middle East, China, and ASEAN countries, but your core business, your ideations is still in Singapore. Why is that?
This is still home for us. I mean, we are a homegrown firm, started from Singapore. I think there is this emotional part that will always be dear to us.
So sweet.
But I think strategically, this is also our source and a center of innovation. It speaks volumes for us. In fact, we don't need to justify. This whole idea of Singapore brand is so powerful.
Oh, that's so nice, Chi Huang. Thank you so much for sharing the story of DP Architects as well as your insights today. And may you continue to fly the Singapore brand proudly for us on the international stage.
Thank you so much for the lovely chat, Yvonne.